The Philippine Stock Exchange is the only equities exchange in the country. It is one of the oldest stock exchanges in Asia, tracing its roots from the establishment of the Manila Stock Exchange in 1927 and the Makati Stock Exchange in 1963. The two exchanges were unified in 1992 to form the PSE we know today. It currently maintains a trading floor at the PSE Tower in Bonifacio Global City, Taguig City. The PSE is a venue for companies to raise capital for business expansion. As of end 2020, there are 272 listed companies at the PSE. The PSE also serves as the marketplace for investors looking for equity-based financial instruments. It helps investors build their wealth as stock investments have the potential to grow over time. Investors make money in the stock market through price appreciation and dividends. The PSE helps maintain a fair and transparent market through its continuing disclosure requirements for listed companies. Meantime, its independent subsidiary, the Capital Markets Integrity Corporation, oversees and regulates trading participants. Trading at the PSE is open Monday to Friday except on holidays. The PSE currently observes shortened trading hours from 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Investors who would like to invest in stocks will need to open an account with any of the 126 accredited stock brokerage firms. Visit the PSE website at www.pse.com.ph or follow our official social media accounts to know more about investing in the stock market. Welcome to our webinar. Our topic for you today is stock trading operations, a very interesting topic as we have two presentations this afternoon. We have a speaker that will discuss the basics of stock trading, and another speaker will be discussing irregular trading activities.
Okay, one presentation would be regarding the basics of stock trading, and the other one is about irregular trading activities. So very interesting topic, mostly on applications. So we're done with the theories. Let's do the actual trading, the actual demo on how it is to post orders and manage your orders, and how to detect potential manipulative trading activities. All right, so before we move to the actual presentation proper, let me share with you a video about investing in stocks. So just a refresher for our audience, the what, why, and how of stock market investing. So please watch this.
Filipinos are becoming more familiar with financial investments. Over the years, more and more individuals have started building their wealth by investing in stocks. In 2019, the PSE reported close to 1.23 million stock market accounts, of which 97.7% are represented by retail investors. Two-thirds of retail investors belong to the younger age groups with an annual income of less than 500,000 pesos. Are you thinking of starting your stock investment journey? Here are the things you need to know about stocks. What are stocks? Stocks are shares of ownership in a company. When investors buy shares of stocks of a publicly listed company, they become a part owner of that company. As a part owner, investors become part of the company's growth and future profits. Why should investors consider investing in stocks? Several benefits come from investing in stocks. Stockholders can participate in the ownership of a professionally managed company. They are entitled to participate in the company's important decision-making process and to receive a share in the company's profits. Stockholders can make money in the stock market in two ways. First, through price appreciation, when investors buy low and sell high. And second, through dividends, when a company distributes a share of its profits to its investors. Stockholders can enjoy the liquidity of their funds. They can buy and sell stocks during trading hours. Stockholders can expect that there will always be transparency in the market. The PSE has a state-of-the-art and fully automated disclosure system called PSE Edge. With its mobile app version, access to information is at your fingertips. How can investors invest in stocks? Investors can start investing in stocks through these 3 steps. 1. Open a trading account. At present, there are 126 active stock brokerage companies you can choose from. Visit the PSE website at www.pse.com.ph and select Directory under Trading Participants to view the complete list. After choosing your stockbroker, you may now open your trading account. Similar to the process of opening a bank account, a representative of your chosen stock brokerage firm will require you to undergo the Know Your Client or KYC process. 2. Fund your account. Start thinking of what stocks you wish to buy or sell and discuss this with your broker. 3. Place your buy or sell orders. You can call or text your stockbroker to place an order to buy or sell. Orders can also be placed directly online via an online trading platform. Now that you understand the basics of stock market investing, you can now start your investment journey to help you achieve your goals.
Okay, so let's proceed to our webinar. So please note that this webinar presentation is for educational and informational purposes only. This should not be construed as a professional, financial, or investment advice or recommendation from the PSE. So with those out of the way, allow me to introduce our first resource speaker this afternoon. He has been with the PSE for over 5 years, currently an operations specialist under the Trading Operations Department. So their group is responsible in handling the day-to-day trading operations at the Philippine Stock Exchange. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. Francis Gerard V. Cedilla. Good afternoon, Francis.
Good afternoon, Sir John, and thank you for that wonderful introduction. Good afternoon, viewers, and thank you very much for attending this webinar with us. Let us proceed with our first topic for today, stock trading basics. So this is going to be our outline for today. So ito yung i-discuss natin. Trading schedule and market phase, the market segments, reading the stock quotation and the market depth, entering orders, and lastly, order prioritization and matching. So let's begin. So number one is the trading hours and the market phase. So in this particular slide, ang nakikita natin is yung normal or whole day trading. Kasi on a day-to-day basis, definitely we are following a schedule, right? And here in this table, it is showing the schedule of a trading day. Okay, so at 9 o'clock, ang tawag doon is pre-open. So during this time, pwede na magpasok ng orders, pero no matching will happen. Right? And as we all know, by 9:30, dito na nagbubukas yung market. So, and also during this time, bago mag-open ang market, syempre, yung system natin, ika-calculate niya kung ano yung possible opening prices ng bawat stock. Kung may mga possible matches na nangyari during the pre-open phase. Right? So at 9:30, ang tawag sa kanya is the continuous trading. Then come 12 noon, market recess. So orders can be posted but no market activity will happen. Then magre-resume siya around 1:30. So you can trade again, magmamatch ulit yung mga orders. Come 3:15, the system is already preparing para mag-close yung market, no? So kaya may pre-close tayo. And then during this time, like I said, kino-compute na rin ang system natin kung ano yung possible na magiging closing price. Because come 3:20, ang tawag na doon is trading at last or yung run-off period. Now, you can trade during this time, pero yung mga trade na pinapasok natin or yung mga orders na pinapasok natin, kailangan at the closing price na lang. Then, at 3:30, the market will close. Now, kailan ba yung trading nangyayari? So, trading happens Monday through Friday, except legal holidays and when the central bank clearing office is closed. Now, this is a whole day trading. Kaso, since what's currently happening right now, so the current situation that we're under in, way back March 15, nag-release si PSE or si exchange ng circular wherein the trading day will be shortened. So right now, as I'm speaking, this is what we are following. So same pa rin, 9 o'clock pa rin ang pre-open natin and the market will still open at 9:30. Okay? But as you will see, at 12:45, preparation for closing or mag-pre-close na tayo. And then at 12:50, yung trading at last natin. And then the market will close at 1 p.m. Pero same pa rin, Mondays through Fridays except legal holidays and when central bank clearing office is closed, yung ating pagtitrade. So that's for the trading hours and the market phases. Now we go to the market segments. For the market segments, we have two. We have the normal market, wherein these are orders with volumes in multiples of the board lot. And second is the odd lot market. So yung odd lot market naman, orders with volume less than the board lot or minimum shares requirement. So ano ba tong board lot na sinasabi dito sa slide na to? So a board lot is a standardized number of shares defined by the stock exchange as a trading unit. So the idea behind the board lots is to facilitate easier trading by defining blocks of shares for trading instead of having a random assortment of numbers being traded. So in this particular slide, may nakikita tayong dalawang tables. Alright? So these two tables basically helps traders in posting their orders. So ito yung board lots natin. So why do we have two? Siyempre, we have peso-denominated security, so we should have a peso board lot. And since we also have a dollar-denominated security, that's why we have a dollar board lot as well. Okay. So moving on. Next is reading the stock quotation and the market depth. So how to read the stock quotation? So in this sample, basically itong sample na to, makikita rin natin to sa PSE website. So ano-ano ba yung nasa stock quote? So first, nakikita natin is last traded price. Ano ba yung last traded price? So this is the price kung saan may na-done for that particular security. So ang last traded price natin during the trading day, nagbabago siya. So every time na may nadadone na transaction for that particular stock, syempre, ayun yung magiging last traded price niya. Next is the opening price. So yung opening price, basically, ito yung pinakaunang presyo nung nag-open yung market. Okay? So, next is yung ating high. Ano ba yung high na pinapakita dito? So, this is going to be the highest price someone bought or sold that particular security within the trading day. So, kabaliktaran naman nun, si low. So, ito yung lowest price na may nabenta or may nabili for that particular security. Next one is yung previous close. So, ito yung closing price yesterday. So, bakit siya laging pinapakita? Kasi, makikita natin dyan kung ano yung change niya and change percentage. Right? So, kunyari, in this particular example, ang previous close for PSE is around 148 pesos and 80 centavos. But the last traded price as of March 1st is 150.80. So, ibig sabihin, yung presyo ni PSE from the previous close until March 1st, so tumaas siya ng 2 pesos. So here, itong change and change percentage, pinapakita lang kung tumaas ba or bumaba yung presyo ng isang security from the previous day. Meron din tayong 52-week high and then 52-week low. Basic, ang sinasabi naman dito sa dalawang to is in 52 weeks, ano ang pinakamataas na presyong nabenta or nabili yung isang security or pinakamababang presyo na benta or nabili yung isang security. Okay, so you can see this in the PSE website. Kaso pa isa-isa lang siya. But there is a report wherein you can get sa website as well that is free, which is called the daily quotation report, right? So basically, this is going to be the report for all the securities. It is generated daily every after trading hours. So paano natin siya pupuntahan? So you just log into the website of PSE, then you go to market information. From market information, you go to market activity. Then under market activity, you click market reports. So from there, you will see this particular screen or page. Then all you need to do is just put a check mark on the tick boxes, and then you can download it. So ayan yung daily quotation report for the day. So as an example, ito yung makikita nyo. Based on this example, ang makikita natin would be yung mga stocks na pwedeng i-trade, their symbol, yung kanilang best bid and best offer, open, high, low, close, volume, value, and then net foreign buying. So basically, lahat ito makikita natin and will be generated after the trading day. Next is the market depth. So unang-una, ano ba yung market depth na yan? So a market depth refers to the market liquidity for a security based on the number of standing orders to buy or yung bid and sell or yung offer at various price levels. So ito yung example niya. Ano ba yung nakikita natin sa market depth normally? Here, ginawa ko na rin color-coded. So this portion, yung color blue, ito yung sa buying side, and then yung red is for the selling side. Normally, nakikita natin number of buying orders, meaning ilan yung orders na nakapila, quantity, yung total quantity ng mga orders na yon, at syempre, at what price. Okay, same goes with the selling side. So, sa pinakataas natin, makikita ang tinatawag na best bid. So, the best bid is the highest advertised price someone is willing to pay for an asset or a stock. While yung best offer naman, it is the lowest advertised price someone is willing to sell an asset or a stock. So within the bid and asks are constantly changing, right? As each bid and offer represents an order. So syempre nagbabago-bago siya. So depende kung sino yung nagpo-post ng order. Kasi kayo yung magdidictate kung at what price nyo gustong ibenta or bumili ng isang security, stock ng isang security. So in entering an order, right? So this is our scenario. Bob wants to buy some shares of stock XYZ, but Bob does not know how to buy those shares. So ano yung kailangan gawin ni Bob? So pinakita na rin to kanina dun sa video. So all Bob needs to do is first, kailangan niyang mag-reach out sa mga stock brokerage firms. Right? Because sa stock brokerage firms na to, sila yung tutulong kay Bob to place yung order niya. So two ways yon. It's either dealer assisted, meaning a trader from the brokerage will post the orders of Bob on his behalf, or if that particular brokerage firm is actually offering an application wherein Bob himself can post the orders directly. So here, ipopost ng dealer or ni Bob, pag gumagamit siya ng online account, yung order niya through what you call an order ticket. So this is an example of an order ticket wherein Bob just needs to input the quantity, kung ilang number of shares yung gusto niyang bilhin, at what price, kung anong validity, or even kung may disclosed quantity ba or wala. So kapag dealer assisted naman, meron tayo nung client account. Kasi kailangan i-type nung trader kung ano yung account ni Bob to post the order. Now in this scenario, 1,100 shares at 11.18. Tas once na input na yung order nila, makikita na natin siya sa market depth. So immediately siyang makikita na at nakapost na siya sa market. So in this case, the order of Bob is posted, pero syempre may makikita rin tayo na syempre hindi siya yung best price as of the moment in this particular scenario. Yeah. Next is the type of orders. So a limit order. Limit order is entered with a specified price called a limit price. Will be traded at limit price or better. Any remaining unexecuted portion of the order will be queued to the exchange order book at the limit price. So, ano bang ibig sabihin nitong mga bullets na to? Isa-isahin natin. First, entered with a specified price called limit price. So basically, ang limit price is kung anong presyo niyo siya gustong i-post yung order ninyo. So in this example, I want to purchase or I want to buy 500 shares of XYZ stock at 11.22. So 11.22 is going to be my limit price. Ayun yung presyo kong gustong i-post. So once this order gets posted, lalabas siya ngayon sa market depth natin or makikita siyang nakapost na sa market. Right? So kung marami pang ibang orders na nag-post at that particular price, kung yung market depth na nakikita nila is nagde-display kung ilang orders yung nakapost doon, so syempre magbabago din ito. Since ako lang yung nakapost, so 1 lang yung nakasulat dyan. Next is, will be traded at the limit price bet or better. Now, in this scenario naman, I want to purchase 1,000 shares of stock XYZ at 11.26. Pero, mapapansin nyo, or nung trader na may nagbebenta at 11.24. So, once this order gets posted, hindi siya madadan at 11.26 kasi merong better price sa market. So, yung order ko, madadan ngayon siya at 11.24. So, that's what means nung will be traded at limit price or better. So, kung walang nakapost na 11.24 dito at 11.26 na yung best offer, syempre, madadan siya at 11.26. And lastly, any remaining unexecuted portion of the order will be queued to the exchange order book at limit price. So what does it mean? So ibig sabihin, kapag nadan yung order mo, pero hindi pa siya fully filled, yung remaining quantity will be posted sa market. So, in this example, I want to buy 2,000 shares at 11.24. Knowing that meron ng 1,000 shares lang na nakapost sa market at the same price. So once this order gets posted, so kukunin niya kung ano yung nasa market na 1,000. But since meron pa akong remaining 1,000 na not yet filled, ipopost ngayon yon sa market at the limit price of 11.24. So ang mangyayari, done trade, 1,000 shares at 11.24, remaining 1,000 shares at 11.24. So that's how it works. Next is an iceberg or yung disclosed quantity. So these are large single orders that have been divided into smaller orders for the purpose of hiding the actual order quantity. So they are split up into visible and hidden parts, with the latter transitioning to visibility after the former type of order is executed. So yung iceberg order, if you have heard yung term na tip of an iceberg, so parang same din yung principle niya. So, kasi di ba sa iceberg, at sea, ang makikita mo lang yung pinakataas, but you cannot see whatever kung gaano siya kalaki kasi nasa ilalim siya ng tubig. So, ganun din yung iceberg order na pagpo-post ng, sa pagpo-post ng iceberg orders. Right? So, in this scenario, so I want to purchase or I want to buy 10,000 shares of XYZ at 11.20. But I don't want to disclose the entire 10,000. So, ang i-disclose ko lang is 1,000 shares. Knowing na meron ng mga nakapila at the same price, so what will happen is that if this order gets posted, ang makikita lang natin would be yung 1,000. Tas hidden yung remaining 9,000. Right? So bakit may iceberg orders? So they are doing it, okay, kasi para hindi masyadong maapektuhan yung market. Kasi, kunyari, magbebenta ka or magsasell ka ng sobrang daming shares, syempre, the other people who are trading will question why you are buying or selling that much. So, some traders use this para ang ipapakita lang nila is a portion of it. Right? And then once na madan yung portion na yon, tsaka ilalabas ng system yung additional tranches nung iceberg order niya. So for this particular example, yung 10,000 shares na pinost as an iceberg, so parang hinimay siya into 10 1,000 share orders. So let's say itong 4,500 na to na fully filled na. So yung 1,000 doon is nung order mo is na-done na rin. Tsaka ipapakita yung next 1,000 shares at that price. So ayun yung ibig sabihin ng with the latter transitioning to visibility after the former type of order is executed. Now we go to the order validity types. So ito yung mga validity ng mga orders natin na pinapasok. First is yung day order. So ito yung mga orders na valid lang for the day. Na kapag natapos yung trading day and yung order mo ay hindi na fill, come next day, burado siya. Hindi mo na siya makikita. Then, good till date naman. So, it's a type of order na lalagyan mo lang ng expiration date yung order mo. So, let's say I'll be posting an order today, but it is only good until March 15. Come March 15, na yung order mo is hindi pa rin na-fulfill, pagdating ng March 16, yung order na yon mawawala na rin. So hanggang March 15 lang buhay yung order mo sa market. Yung good till canceled naman, so these are the orders na yung valid sila until na i-cancel siya ni user or by the exchange. Cancel ni user kasi meaning si trader mismo kung sino yung nag-post, ika-cancel niya yung order. Tapos yung by the exchange, it's either nagkaroon ng X date or ng change in lot size yung isang security. So automatic, mapapurge yung order. Next is the fill and kill validity. Now for fill and kill, orders that must be filled upon posting to the extent of the available shares and the unmatched shares will be canceled automatically. So parang taliwas siya dun sa sinabi ko kanina na kapag yung unfilled portion ng order mo is mapopost sa market. That is true if you are using the first 3 validity types. Kasi nga, based dun sa fill and kill na type ng order or validity type, ang gagawin niya is if-fill niya lang whatever is ang pwedeng ma-fill and whatever remaining, hindi ko na siya ipopost sa market. So that's what fill and kill means. Now, we go to order prioritization and matching. So we follow this rule wherein it's price then time priority. Okay. So to explain it further kung ano ibig sabihin ng price then time priority, ito yung example 1. So si trader A nag-post ng buying order at 10:35 in the morning. 200 shares at 11.20. Pero napansin niya na meron ng 4 orders na nakapost at that same price. So, pag pinost niya yung order na yon, nasaan siya sa pila? So, let's try to zoom in dito sa 3,600 shares at 11.20. So, ayan yung parang naging breakdown niya. So, may isang order na 600 at 11.20, may 1,000, may 1,500, and then lastly 500. Now, if trader A posted the 200 shares at 11.20, sa pinakadulo siya ng pila pupunta. Right? Kasi syempre, itong mga other orders na to, they either posted the orders earlier than him, earlier than 10:35, or ito yung mga orders na matagal nang nakapost for that particular security. So once it gets posted, makikita natin sa market depth na from 4 naging 5 na yung orders, number of buying orders, tumaas din yung quantity at that particular price. Now, example 2 naman, si trader B, nag-post ng selling order, same time at 10:35 in the morning. Pero selling order siya, 200 shares at 11.26. During that time, mapapansin natin na ang best offer is 11.28. So, since yung order na ipopost niya is better than the current best offer, siya na ngayon yung mauuna sa pila. So, siya yung unang order at that particular price. So, whatever order posted at the same price, syempre, sa ilalim na niya pupunta or mapopost. So, and lastly, yung matching natin, so orders will be matched always at the best bid and the best offer or at the better price. So lagi yon. So it's either ima-match yung buying mo, yung buying order mo at the best offer or at a better price. Same goes with yung selling order mo, ima-match siya sa best bid or at a better price sa best bid. So that is the end of my quick talk about the stock trading basic. So I will be returning the mic back to Sir John. So Sir John, you can
Thank
take
you. Thank you very much, Francis, for that very comprehensive presentation about trading operations. Na-remind ako of my time back in trading ops, some years back. So, but anyway, it's very interesting to discuss these things, no? Because especially for our first-time investors, hindi pa sila ganun ka familiar on how orders are posted, how orders are matched. So siguro yung mga practitioners or yung mga experts in the industry, para sa kanila very simple ito, pero sa totoo this is very essential knowledge. And to our viewers, no, we really like the questions we're receiving kasi these are really practical questions. And again, keep these questions coming kasi we have our lineup of panelists that are readily answering your questions. Anyway, so now that we've done the stock trading basics, let's move on to the next part of our webinar. So now, let's talk about irregular trading activities. So let me introduce to you our guest speaker. She is the AVP and head of the Surveillance Department of the Capital Markets Integrity Corporation, or the CMIC. The CMIC is a subsidiary of the Philippine Stock Exchange, which primary mandate is to regulate trading participants and also listed companies. So, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Miss Grace Calubaquib. Good afternoon, Miss Grace.
Hi, Jan. Hi, everyone.
Okay,
Good
thank you. And,
afternoon.
welcome back to our webinar. So very interesting topic ito this afternoon, and we look forward to your presentation.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Okay, we've received a lot of questions lately regarding trading related irregularities or market manipulation. So PSE decided to give an overview to the investors, especially to the newbie investors, to help them, no? Probably, if you know them, you'll probably be able to avoid them. So, okay, let's start. Okay. This is a two-part presentation. First, I'll touch on a little bit of insider trading. So there are actually a lot of market manipulations around. However, since we have only about, I think, 30 minutes for this session, I just chose the most popular ones, okay? So what is insider trading? Basically, ayan, buying or selling securities by an insider with the possession of material non-public information. So I highlighted some words that are important in this definition, very high-level definition of insider trading. So you're probably wondering what is material and what is non-public. So when we say the information is material, it has not been disclosed, no, to the investing public. Only a few people know about it. So for example, this can be a merger, an acquisition, or probably another information can be, for example, remember when Steve Jobs got sick? Do you think that is a disclosable information? Yes, that is a material information because Steve Jobs was Apple. He was Apple himself. So basically, that is a material information. Now we go to the insiders. So who are the insiders? No, first one, the issuer. Who are this issuer? You're right. No, the Ayalas, the Cs, the Gokongways. These are the issuers. So they are our primary insiders. Next, we have the director or officer of an employee. So probably you're thinking of Mr. Ernest Koo, President and CEO of Globe, or Mr. Dennis Uy, very popular stock now, Dito, President and DTO of Dito CME Holdings. And then next, we have government employees or SRO or the exchange employees themselves. So for example, mate or his fellow friends who plays badminton with him will be tagged as insiders as well. Okay, so I hope that's clear. All right, so let's start with the market manipulation. Let's start with the juicy part. Okay, so basically, what is market manipulation? So there are, this is a very high level definition of market manipulation. So basically, creating a false or misleading appearance of trading in any listed security traded in an exchange. So I've highlighted again, false or misleading appearance, no, of active trading. So I will talk about this later when we go one by one with the types of market manipulation. So what are the reasons why people manipulate? So basically, of course, to gain immediate profit, right? And to window dress or a trading or a loan portfolio, and to avoid breaching regulatory requirements or business contracts. Okay, let's go to our first scheme. Ayan. Wash sale. So basically, this is very common. So what is a wash sale? Engaging in transactions which there is no genuine change in actual ownership of a security, taking into consideration internal control systems, additive, blah, 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 blah. So basically, this means that the buyer and the seller of the stock is just one person or one entity. So, however, do not worry about this. This is not so much an issue anymore because of technology, improvement in technology. Uh, Broker platforms or trading or order management systems implemented some pokayokes or fail-safe feature to make sure that this will not happen. How? So for example, if you have a pending buying order, the system will not let you post a selling order. Yan. So that's the fail-safe implemented by some of the trading platforms today. Okay? It's very, very, very minimal that you'll be able to accomplish this scheme. No? Okay. Next, we have the painting the tape. So probably you're thinking, what's painting the tape? And engaging in a series of transactions in securities that are reportedly public to give the impression of active trading. Again, to give an impression of active trading. So let me give you a bit of a background how this came to be. So basically, if you see this photo at the bottom of my screen, so this is a sample of a ticker tape. So for example, if you watch business news or business channels, you can see these moving things below. So if you happen to pass by again in High Street or in Fifth Avenue in BGC, we have a bigger ticker tape. In our building, the PSE Tower has a big ticker tape. Sorry. The ticker tape will contain some information, some vital information. You see, it contains the done transaction. So you see here at the bottom of the screen, there's an example. We see, like, for example, BSC or basic, that's for basic energy. It was done at 1 peso and 13 centavos at 37,000 shares. And then you can see the broker who executed the trade. So these are the information you see on the ticker tape. If it's red, it means that the done price was lower than the last traded price. I think Mr. Cedilla or Kiko explained what's the last traded price a while ago. So if it's green, it means that the price is higher than the last traded price. And if it's white, it's just the same. Okay? So painting the tape, let me go back to painting the tape. So all the done transaction appears here at the ticker tape. So before, there are some investors who are fond of looking at the ticker tape when making their investment decision. To do this, usually schemers execute small volume of trades or transactions to make sure that there will be a lot of trades involving that particular stock. So if there are a lot of transactions for that stock, it will appear in the ticker tape a lot of times. So that's why it's called painting the tape. So why? So of course, some people, they will gladly trade on a stock that is moving than something that it's not moving at all or very, very illiquid, right? Okay. Next, we have fixing the price or pegging the price. So this is usually done in anticipation of a market event. So what are these market events? They can be dividend declaration or a follow-on offering. Remember, this information, these market events depends on the market price, right? Valuation. Okay. Next, we have marking the close. So what is marking the close? Basically, buying and selling securities at the close of the market in an effort to alter the closing or influence the closing price of the security. However, this scheme is very uncommon right now because it's hard to execute this scheme, especially PSE implemented the closing auction. I think Mr. Cedilla or Kiko explained this a while ago, closing auction, and it will be very expensive to execute this scheme. So probably you're asking why? Why do people or why do schemers execute such scheme marking the close? Okay, I'll give you a hint. No, this scheme is usually done during quarterly or the year end. So probably you have an idea right now what is the purpose of scheme. Basically, this is for window dressing. So remember, like a hedge fund or any fund manager, they base the portfolio or the value of the portfolio on the closing price of a stock. So basically, if you want to have a good portfolio or you want to look that your portfolio have a good performance, you try to influence the closing price of the stock. But remember, however, I also mentioned, this will be very, very difficult to do since PSE already implemented the closing auction. Okay. Now, we're about to finish. This is my second, this is actually the last, but not the least, one of the most interesting scheme that I will describe today. So hype and dump or pump and dump. So what is pump and dump? Hype and dump, engaging in any buying activity at increasingly higher prices and then selling securities in the market at higher prices or vice versa. So what's the purpose of this scheme? Actually, because of social media, it's very easy to execute this scheme, no? Especially since we have a lot of riders because we have a lot of newbie traders. During the pandemic, we've seen the rise of retail investors, especially not only here in the Philippines, all over the world. So here in the Philippines, it's the same. We've seen a lot of retail online investors. No? So remember, and these investors, of course, they like to check out the social media. No? So it's very easy to, before you be able to do this, you need to buy up, meaning from the last traded price, you make sure that you post a higher price to make sure that the next done transaction will be higher than the last. So that's why it's called buy up. However, today, you don't really actually need to do that. You just open a Facebook page or a blog, and then make sure that you appear, you know something about the market, or you'll be tagged as the market guru, no? So you'll have a lot of followers, and then people will believe what you say, no, as gospel truth. So some of the newbies are we've had a lot of complaints about this. So that's why I wanted to make sure that especially the newbies who are watching, you understand this scheme, how this works. For example, how sure are you that the person promoting that stock, are you aware of their current position? Some of them actually post their position or portfolio. However, do you know if that's their only account, right? And some doesn't even have, some don't even do not share their real identity. Are you even sure that they're here in the Philippines? Are you sure that they're even Filipinos? So think about it, right? So now that, and then you see some posts like, I've seen this a lot of times in the past months, no? Like, boss, ang galing mo, thank you. You made me a millionaire. How sure are you that that person who made that comment is not into that scheme, right? So and then you will be left holding the bucket. So for example, I have a position, I bought a stock at 1 peso. And then I promote this stock. For example, I heard that from reliable sources that this guy will buy this company. And because of that, definitely we'll see the improvements, and then we'll see a lot of development, and definitely that stock will go as high as 3 pesos. So for you, you thought that, wow, 3 pesos far away. So this guy who promoted that stock will probably put made transactions a bit higher, 120, 125, 130. So now you looking at the market as a newbie, and then you believe this guy, okay, you try to follow him or you follow the post, and then you ride. And because of that, there's a demand. And because of the demand, the stock goes up. And then me, the one who promoted the 1 peso at 1 peso, I sell. For example, it's already even at 150, right? I sell. And then me, I'm still, oh, it will go to 2 pesos and 3 pesos. Hold on, guys. Come on, we can do it. Okay. So that's basically hype and dump. Okay. So I hope you learned something from me. So if you have questions, you can email us at info@cmic.com or drop in our website at www.cmic.com.ph. And by the way, I'd like to thank all those investors who gave us some tips, and we really appreciate them. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Miss Grace, for that eye-opening presentation. No? So while the regulators, no, the PSE, CMIC, and even the SEC are ensuring that the market is a safe place for our investors, we do our best to safeguard the interest of our investors or the investing public. There are still scrupulous people na continuously do these market manipulative practices. So while the CMIC surveillance department continuously monitors such activities, it's also good for investors to be aware that such activities are indeed existing, and to be on the lookout, and to not fall prey to these irregular trading activities. All right, that I'd like to invite you all to follow and join our online community. We are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. If you want to get in touch with the PSE Market Education Department, all you have to do is email us at academy@pse.com.ph. For corporate information, visit the corporate website, www.pse.com.ph. We have a new website. So after you visit our website, it will give you a link to the new website. So check that out too. So for disclosures, please visit edge.pse.com.ph. And for investing materials, we have a lot of reading materials at the PSE Academy website. Okay, so download the PSE Edge app for the latest disclosures, and the PSE Easy mobile app, so that whenever there's an IPO, you can readily subscribe. And speaking of subscribe, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page, so that whenever we post a video in YouTube or when we go live in Facebook, you get notified. And of course, our Facebook page, we have over 350,000 followers, and it's continuously growing. So allow me also to invite our participants to our last webinar for the first quarter on March 19. That's Building a Healthy Investment Portfolio. So we will post the webinar details on the week of that webinar. This is John Garcia from the PSE's Market Education Department. I'll see you all again next time.